So you're thinking of moving to the Belmont Shore area of Long Beach. In this video, we're going to jump into the map, take a look around so you can see everything that this terrific area has to offer you. Whether you're thinking about moving in 9 days or 90, we're here to help, and we're getting to it right now.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's Sharon with Sharon Armstrong Homes, and today we're going to be jumping into the computer looking at the Google map of the Belmont Shore area. We're going to hit some of the surrounding areas as well, Naples Island, the Peninsula, the Marina area. All that is kind of, it's all associated, right? Because it's all water properties, but we're focusing mostly on Belmont Shore and 2nd Street and all that has to offer. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be the first to know when a new video comes up about different areas. I do different areas in Long Beach and surrounding areas like Cypress, Los Alamitos, Lakewood. Do a lot of business in those areas as well. And we'll get to those. Today we're focusing on Belmont Shore, and I'm going to jump into the map. So bear with me a second because, technology takes glasses, at least at my age. So let me get in here and share the map with you. We are, like I said, mostly going to be looking at the Belmont Shore area. And that, if you can see my map, is really this section right here. So this is 2nd Street. Here's Livingston Drive, Ocean Boulevard's here, and then we have Alamitos Bay area, Naples Island here. So everything the other side of 2nd Street is technically, as you can see, called Belmont Park. This area over here is Belmont Heights, and as you get further over into here, this is Bluff Park, and then we get into downtown as we keep going that direction. But right now we're going to pretty much focus on Belmont Shore, which is this little section right here. It's not a huge area, to be honest with you guys, but it is a notable area, right? It's kind of a, I don't want to say famous, but it is a pretty notable area in Long Beach. The homes are, built, it depends, but a lot of them were built in the 20s-ish, 1920s-ish era. A lot of them were built as, independent residences. People just bought the lot, just like they did when we talked about our Bixby video. People bought the lot and then built the home on the lot that they purchased. Belmont Shore is kind of interesting because on the actual streets, you don't have, garages and trash cans and things like that. They have an alley system, very efficient alley system. So your garages, and a lot of time, any parking, that you want, extra parking that you might want for guests and stuff, it's going to be in the alleys, which is actually really kind of nice because the streets themselves get to be pretty crowded with people coming in on the weekends and stuff and wanting to go to 2nd Street or going to the water. Like I said, it's not a huge area. If you're living closest to the water, you're going to have beach traffic. If you're living closer to 2nd Street, you're going to have 2nd Street traffic. That's definitely one of the cons, and we will do a pro and con video next on this particular area, but let's take a peek at the map in a little more detail. Okay, so the first thing that I want to mention is you are obviously super, super close to the water. These are all homes in here, guys, right? These are all homes in here. There's a lot of retail on Ocean Boulevard. There's some more, of course, up on 2nd Street, but I mean, look how close you are to the water. There's really some great features about this particular section of beach. The first thing I want to mention is Rosie's Dog Beach. So I do have some footage of one of my dogs. I think both of them might be in there at one point, but playing at Rosie's Dog Beach, actually with my daughter's sheepdog. So it's kind of fun to watch, but it's a great place to go and just sort of hang out. If you are an animal lover in any way, shape, or form, and you love the beach, just bring your beach chair and hang out. Like it's like an off-leash dog beach, so people will, throw the ball, throw the stick, whatever. Super, super fun. The other thing that I want to mention, and it's just kind of showing here as this green line, off of Granada, they have recently built this hard surface walkway, if you will. I don't want to say it's a ramp. It's just a hard surface area, and relatively wide, but enough certainly for a wheelchair, people with walkers, people using a cane, or even just anybody that needs to, have a hard surface area to walk. It's tough walking in the sand. I mean, I can't imagine like my dad, who's 96, would not be able to access the beach via the sand, but he could walk on this. So it's really a great thing. It is honestly just came to being in the last couple of months, and it is really cool. So you can, get down close to the water. Look how close you get. It's super close. That's a really nice, cool, and new feature. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about some other things. So we do have beach parking. It's metered. It's going to cost you, but it's not super expensive, guys. Honestly, the Belmont Plaza pool is here. And that's really an interesting, fun thing to have in Long Beach. It's a really cool place. Also, we also have the Veterans Memorial Pier right here, and it's not super populated, honestly, but it is a great place to go hang out. You have Belmont Brewing Company here, and if you watch my previous video where we were talking about what you can get in what price range, this is that building that we visited, the condo. This is where I was standing, literally, like right in here. So take a peek at that video and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll see the pier in the background. The other really terrific thing is there is a bike walk path that goes along here. You can also see a little bit of that in that previous video that I did. So it's nice because if you want to walk, there's a section for walking. If you want to be on wheels and move a little faster, there's a section for that. So you don't have to worry about getting run over if you just want a nice leisurely walk, and you don't have to worry about running people over if you want to ride your bike and cycle a little bit. Really cool. And that goes really the entire length of Long Beach as we know it. So it's really kind of a cool thing. It goes the whole length of the beach. So anyway, it starts right here. See where it is here. It says Shoreline Way. It starts right in here. It'll go all the way down. So this technically is the Peninsula. When you start getting this direction, there's homes here. The Alamitos Bay Yacht Club is here. There's a little park here at the end. This is a great, quiet place. There's not a lot of properties, as you can see, but obviously expensive properties because you are right on the water. I will say that this side tends to be even a little bit more expensive because you're not dealing with the wind that you would be on, because this is the open water out there. So when the wind is coming your way and you are on the ocean side of the peninsula, it can get a little sandy and annoying. This side is cool because you literally have a private beach almost. It's very quiet over here as far as people being on the beach. People that want to go to the beach are mostly going to be over down in here. So this is kind of a cool little place, if you obviously have a pretty big budget, because these homes are in the millions, multi-million-dollar homes. But anyway, that's the Peninsula. And you can ride your bike down here on Ocean Boulevard. A lot of people ride their bikes up and down Ocean Boulevard. It's nice and cool. The wind can be a little bit of a challenge, I'm sure, but it's beautiful. Okay, so a lot of one-way streets, guys, so be aware of that. You can see these arrows. That's what they're talking about. One way. And they kind of go, every other street for the most part. One way, one way, one way. There are a couple of two-way streets. Granada is a two-way street. The bigger streets are going to be two-way streets. I also want to mention this street on the end, which is Bay Shore. This street, they tend to close it off. So be aware of that. Can't necessarily access it, I believe, between 9 and 5 daily. There are homes along here, but they, if you live there, obviously you can get through. They do just close it to public, so it's like a walking street during the daytime, which is actually kind of nice. This little section of water is marked off for swimming. So a lot of people swim in here, competitive swimmers will come practice, and you have a lot of families with young kids. So having this blocked off as a main thoroughfare is really kind of nice, and especially nice for the neighbors, because years ago when they didn't do that, this street was packed. So I will say it's a little bit nicer now that it's a little quieter. All right, Division is kind of the middle street, right? It divides, if you will, the north section and the south section of Belmont Shore, and it's kind of it's kind of thought of as the midway of Belmont Shore. All right, let's take a look at Second Street. Second Street is full of stuff to do. There's food, there's coffee, there's sushi, there's all kinds of stuff, and of course I have my favorites, which I'll let you know when we get there. it's just a really interesting, quaint little place. Taco place. There's like a cheese shop on Claremont. Where's Claremont? There it is. There's a cheese shop here. Cheese Addiction, which is kind of fun and kind of cool. There's a Long Beach fire station. There's a Rite Aid. I think there's a Chase Bank and a Wells Bank. I think there's another one that's escaping me at the moment. But for anything that you could possibly want, Second Street has it for the most part. There's one thing that they don't have, which I'll mention, but there's restaurants, there's bars, there's, Vietnamese food. There's, more expensive, rib places, just all kinds of stuff. The only thing that they don't have is a grocery store. The closest grocery store is a Vons over here off of Ocean, and that's walkable if you live like maybe in here. If you live all the way over here, it's not necessarily going to be walkable. So if you don't have a car, you can just Uber, but there's really no like grocery store, to mention. So Nick's is a really great American restaurant. This is going to be like burgers, gourmet burgers, ribs, really, really nice. And, the thing that's great about Second Street is a lot of these restaurants and stuff like that, they're pretty much open. So on my last video, I did a little driving section at the end so you could kind of get a feel for that. Unfortunately, all the extra seating, like when COVID came and all the restaurants did the extra seating out and they had those massive concrete barriers. You do see those a lot, unfortunately, because I have a little car, I have a Mini. So you are going to not be able to see too much, but hopefully it'll give you, a feel for it. And you can, of course, take your little Google guy and get on and look around for yourself as well if you are interested. But see, this is what I'm talking about. But it's really just a cool kind of vibe. It's pretty busy on the weekends, and you are going to run into traffic. Make sure you have plenty of time to do whatever it is that you want to do. But let's go this direction a little bit. I just kind of want to show you down one of these streets what we're talking about. Okay, so you have the retail up here, and then there's, like I said, the alley system, and then the homes start. And they're, for the most part, the lots are long and deep. A lot of people go up on that second story because the lots are not, super wide. And as I mentioned in my previous video, you don't have massive yards. You do have these really great little front courtyards. You see a lot of these little front courtyards, and people really do sit out and, enjoy the neighbors, talk to the neighbors and the people walking by. And it's very friendly and very neighborly. Some duplexes, some, quads, some multi-family residences, mostly single family homes. As you get down here closer to the water, down towards Ocean, right by the water, there are more multi-families. So when you get into this last block, as you can see, there's some there. This is also a multi-family. So they look like little apartment homes rather than, all of them being single family residences like they are closer up. So here's another multi-family, right? So, and there's the water. So it's a great opportunity if you're an investor and you have enough money to invest in this, beachfront kind of area. It is really kind of cool. And obviously you're going to get people to rent. I mean, price it reasonably, you're going to get people to rent. There's lots and lots of opportunity here for investors, and look where you are. I mean, pretty cool, right? Okay, so I hope that gives you at least a little bit of an idea on what this particular section is like. And again, I would really encourage you to go onto Google Map and explore Second Street. It has so much to offer. It's amazing. And like I said, this is technically Belmont Heights. They call it Belmont Heights because it literally does elevate a little bit. It's a tiny hill, guys. It's not like, anything major, but it is very beautiful up there. The lots can be a little bit larger homes. You get over here into Bluff Park and downtown as you keep heading that direction. Up here above Second Street is called Belmont Park. The homes are similar to Belmont Shore. It's really pretty similar. Same thing, alley systems, longer, narrow lots, tend to go up, but less multifamily. There's a few spotted here and there. Not a lot of condos in these area, guys. There's a couple of condo buildings, but not a whole lot. Most of these are going to be single family and multifamily investment properties. Okay. I do want to mention also, here's the gondola place. If you want to go rent a gondola, you can do that with your sweetheart. It's kind of cool. And then we also have all kinds of restaurants and stuff down here. Boathouse on the Bay. There's Ballast Point is down here, super popular. And this is the marina, obviously. Lots of boats. So if you have a boat, you can contact Alameda's Bay Yacht Club and see about getting your boat in this area. I believe there's a waiting list, but that's a good place to start. So, okay. And again, there's Naples Island. You can kayak in here. You can paddleboard in here. There's a place called Kayaks on the Water. You can do, you can swim. You can do just about anything you want. And it's really beautiful. I know it doesn't look like a massive area of water here, but honestly, when you're in the water, it's pretty wide. So don't feel like, oh gosh, it's going to feel claustrophobic. It doesn't at all. This is lots and lots of space. It's just that, we're looking at it from miles away. So, okay, I hope that's been super helpful.
Okay, thanks so much for joining me on this Google Map tour of the Belmont Shore area. Sorry about that abrupt stop there. I actually went into a market update, but it just got to be so long, you guys, that I figured I'd chop it into 2 videos. So this video is going to be our Belmont Shore Google map, and then I'll take that second portion and we'll do another video for the market update, so you can kind of break things up a little. But thank you so much for spending time with me today. I look forward to next time, and of course, feel free to reach out if there's any way I can help you at all. All right, have a great rest of your day.